Israeli forces bombarding a town in southern Lebanon. The same day, this ad appeared online and went viral. It's time for a home in Lebanon, it reads. Apartments for reserve officers starting at 300,000 shekels. Now, the ad is fake. It is a provocation by a small group called Uri Tzafon on the fringe of Israeli politics, calling for the construction of Israeli settlements inside Lebanon. Now, the group is small, but experts say they are part of a radical settler movement that often ends up having a strong pull on Israeli politics. The group's name, Uri Tzafon, comes from a biblical verse which means, "Awaken, O North." Since Hamas's attack on southern Israel a year ago, in the north, there have been regular exchanges of fire between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah, based in southern Lebanon. We spoke to one of their spokespeople.
There's no actual other way of bringing peace and security to our northern border other than the settlement of Israeli Jews and other Israelis, I guess, in the southern parts of Lebanon, when eventually they will be conquered by the IDF, a thing which, according to different sources, is happening at the moment.
Now, just a dozen families attended the group's first demonstration in April. In June, they sent balloons and a drone into southern Lebanon with a message, warning, this is Israeli territory which belongs to the Jews. Evacuate immediately.
We believe that different parts of Lebanon belong to the land of Israel, to the biblical land of Israel. Southern Lebanon was the ancient homeland of the Asher and Naphtali tribes of Israel, of the ancient Israelites.
They have published a book for children. And a map giving Hebrew names for potential settlements in Lebanon. Now, Israel did occupy southern Lebanon from 1982 until 2000. But it was a military occupation. Unlike in Gaza, there were never any civilian settlements. And today, analysts like Yonatan Mizrahi say there's little chance any Israeli settlements will actually be built in Lebanon.
I don't think there's an interest among the Israelis to deal with the aspects of settling in south of Lebanon, or in Lebanon in general. I think it's a very small group today. Don't know what they will be tomorrow, but I'm saying today they are not even reaching the mainstream media.
Now, even though some of the group's posts have gone viral, it only has a few hundred regular followers. They echo many of the arguments used by settlers for years in the West Bank.
This is a discourse that is very popular among the settlers, which means we determined our borders because of God's promise or our historic rights in the land, first of all, and because settlement is a tool to create borders.
Settlers in the West Bank have stepped up their activity since last October, expelling 4,500 Palestinians in 12 months. One group even staged a brief incursion into Gaza, saying settlements should be rebuilt there.
חבר'ה מטורף, אנחנו בעזה. איזה כיף לנו. כולם הולכים לחזור לפה בקרוב. הולכים לחזור לגוש קטיף.
Well-known West Bank settlers have given their support to Uri Tzafon, like Daniela Weiss, who participated in a webinar they organized in June.
מה אפשר ללמוד, להסיק מהמהלך של סבסטיה כלפי התיישבות בעזרת השם במהרה בימינו בלבנון.
But experts point out that Lebanon is not the West Bank.
First of all, Lebanon is a sovereign state, unlike Palestine. I mean, it's an occupied land, the West Bank, but everybody understands that it means to settle in a sovereign state is a bit different than settling in a land that at least is under, is under a conflict.
Israeli soldiers crossed into Lebanon in early October. One group of soldiers raised a flag in the Lebanese village of Maroun al-Ras. While Uri Tzafon called the flag a starting point for settlements, the US reminded the Israeli army of its pledge not to stay in Lebanon. The Lebanese Health Ministry estimates that 2,300 people have been killed by Israeli attacks since last October. As of late September, 48 Israelis had been reported killed in the north. That is it for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website, observers.france34.com. I'll see you next time.